So in my current position now, video editing is when you're not shooting, you're editing. Because I think there's a rule, I can't remember exactly what it is, but X amount of hours that you spend, or X amount of hours you have for video, it's going to take this many more to edit. It can take a while to get through stuff and get it the way you want it. So I think that's something that some people don't always realize that. Oh yeah, like some people a request will come in, hey, we need this video quick. It's like, okay, but that takes longer than you think it does. So really all I use Adobe Premiere pretty much every day and just edit these different videos. We have a software like or a website we pay for music, and we just download the music we need and we throw things I can throw things together, whether it's my video or stuff that we've had from other assets we've had from before, or things that we use from like John Deere or whoever,
Mhm.
one of our products we sell. So yeah, every day, always editing. Easiest to start out. I always say, like, if you can just get Premiere and use it, in my opinion,
Mhm.
it's kind of spendy. So if you can afford it and use it, why not use it? Because I think that's what so many industry professionals are using anyway. And the earlier you can get it, I mean, heck, when I was in like middle school, I started on Adobe or on Windows Movie Maker, which isn't even a thing anymore, which is funny. But like that's what I did. And then finally I switched to Premiere, and it was a learning curve at first, but I'm so happy I did, because once I got to college and I was editing um for SCSU athletics, I knew exactly what to do from the get-go. So it might seem like a daunting task to start, but once you do and you get like comfortable with it, it's good. But I've also um I also think there's some free softwares out there that you can use. I know there's like iMovie people have used, or Final Cut costs money, but that's like the Apple version of Premiere. Um, CapCut, which is a big one now with TikTok, people use
Mhm.
that on their phone. I've never personally used it, a little bit at work, because one of our sales interns, those videos I was talking about earlier, with like equipment, it's nice because a lot of times what I do is I told people, hey, get some of this B-roll and get some of that you on camera, send it to me and I'll edit it. This kid has the experience. That's all he edits with. So he's in high school, uses
Mhm.
CapCut. There's a free version of it that you can even download like on your desktop, or your phone. There's a paid version. Don't know what the differences are, but I think for like basic editing tools, especially for something like a news story where it's just A roll, B roll, I think it would work good. But I haven't seen a lot. But like I said, I haven't seen like a lot of what the different ones are now that are free, because I've paid and used Premiere for the last like 8 years. So, um, but I would say if you can, try to get Premiere, or try to get one of those softwares that are used in the industry, depending on what you're going in. But I would say too, if you know like what your path is, if you're going to go into news, or you're going to go into advertising, or you're going to go into PR, maybe talk to professionals in that realm. Like, what do you guys use
Mhm.
in news? I can confidently say that it's Premiere probably 80% of the time. I have no idea. So don't quote me on a number, but like I'm guessing it's a lot. I've heard of Edius before.
Mhm.
I've always heard amazing things about it, but there's that. So there's a few different things, but I would say if you can, stick to Premiere, but there's some free ones out there you can use. Just like not having good audio is one of the biggest mistakes in my opinion.
Mhm.
Not being able to hear the person, or the music being too loud, not being, whether like the person's too quiet or the music's too loud and it's drowning out the person or whatever. So like, I'd say that's always a big mistake. To take it to the next level, you just got to make sure you have that good audio. Maybe have some music if you wanted, some good graphics. I haven't even talked about graphics at all, but like if you can get some good graphics on there. And one thing I'm seeing a lot more, and there's that's at work, they want this a little bit more and more, is subtitles in the video. How often do you like turn on a video but you're watching it without sound? So it's funny because this contradicts all of my points about audio. But you turn on TikTok and you're sitting in the doctor's office waiting room and you don't want the sound on, but you can still read those subtitles. So it's like, while the audio is really important, I think we're just getting so used to watching videos like that, even with the sound off, and people want to be able to read those subtitles. Heck, I read the subtitles a lot, even when the audio is on, just because I'm like, oh, what did he say? Or like, I'm one of
Yeah.
those Netflix watchers that has the subtitles on. So,
Oh, yeah.
but yeah, those are yeah, that's one of the other big things I didn't mention earlier, but that's kind of crazy. That's more and more they want that. So no, I guess whatever you're gonna go into, editing's probably gonna be different, or like the style's different. You know, news has a very cut and dry style for the most part. It's A roll, B roll. We're getting, and not that that's not a bad thing. That's what a lot of videos are, but like it's just it's you're going to be following that same pattern. But when it comes to me switching over to like the creative side of it, I feel like I'm editing a lot more with music, and I'm putting graphics on there, and I'm even doing some motion graphic stuff and like animating certain graphics to fly in and stuff that we use for um, social media graphics or whatever. So it could just be different. Or if you're editing sports highlights, it's a whole different thing. That's fast pace and a whole different environment. So it depends, kind of know what you're going into and what kind of videos you are going to be editing, and just know that it could be different. If you switch from news to marketing or marketing to PR or whatever,
Mhm.
your editing style is going to change. But you'll get used to it. In the end, you're editing video. So.